How do you stop the cycle of doing endless coding tutorials? If you're new to code, learning how to code, you probably heard the advice that you don't want to be doing tutorials on all the time, and you should start building your own projects like it's easy. So in this video, I'm going to talk to you about my experience of how you can get out of doing the cycle of endless tutorials and start creating your own projects. My name's David, and I'm a freelance web developer. Currently, I am traveling throughout Seoul. Just got done, well, still working at a coffee shop. Gonna go back and do some more work. But thought I'll take a break from coding, take a walk, and make a video for you today. Because I know that when I first started, I did a lot of coding tutorials to get started. And it was tough. It was tough following them because one, these tutorials were massively long, hours upon hours, like 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 hours at times. And then you follow along a project that's like 5 hours long, and it has so many opportunities for you to make a mistake. And they cover so many topics, and they're bringing so many topics together to create this app. And when you follow along, they're like, yeah, do this, do that. They knew all the answers because they've done it already. But in reality, when you develop, it's not like that. It's messy. You struggle. You don't make this linear progression like you do in tutorial. You have to experiment, you have to read, you have to take breaks, you have to go backwards, you break things, you have to redo things. So it's nothing like following a tutorial. So then, because when you try to do your own after doing a tutorial, you might get stuck. It's kind of overwhelming, these long projects that they have on YouTube of how to develop an app, they try to make you build like a fancy app that you can showcase, but you're not really understanding what's going on. So it doesn't do you any good. It actually can do you more harm than good. So how do you overcome this? How do you overcome this cycle of like endless tutorials? And you hear this advice from people that you should start your own project. But the thing is, if you're new to coding, you have to do a lot of tutorials. To learn a concept, you don't need one tutorial, you need multiple tutorials. You need people to teach it from different directions. Each instructor emphasizes different aspects of a technology. They usually have a different kind of logic, different kind of thought process. And some ideas might not resonate with how one instructor explains it, but it won't click until another instructor says it. And maybe you have to watch the same tutorial multiple times as well until it clicks, because it might not click at first. And the thing is, when people who are professional devs and give me this advice, once you've been coding for a while, you can pick up the patterns of how these technologies, how these coding languages are done, and you can pick it up faster, so you can start building your own projects to learn it faster. But the newer you are, the more tutorials you need to do to have it click. When you're good, you don't even need to do any tutorials. You can just read the docs, you can just read ChatGPT, make sense of it, and then apply it instantly to your own projects. But in the beginning, you need time. In the beginning, you need to do the tutorials, and then in the beginning, you need to use repetition with the tutorials. And then, once you can start predicting what the instructor is going to say, once you can anticipate what they're going to do next, then it's finally clicking. Then you can progress to doing your own app. But the thing is, these tutorials, they do such big projects, you need to break it down to smaller aspects of what you need. So you have to break down these huge projects into smaller projects that you can do on your own. Maybe just do like, I don't know, let's code a component of something. And so this is what I did. Like when I started freelancing, I needed a new tech stack. The tech stack I was familiar with is good for like big tech, but small tech, like something I need to get up and running fast. The technology I knew before wasn't good, and there was a lot of new APIs that is used a lot more for like the startup freelance projects I've learned. Like I had to learn Convix as a backend, a new backend that combines a database. It basically a new backend, and then I had to learn like user management, a Clerk, Stripe, and I followed these tutorials to do it. I followed a YouTube tutorial, and these are new technologies, so there was like limited tutorials, but I was able to do it, follow along, and one tutorial didn't click all the way, so I had to do it multiple times, and then I had to use it in my own projects. And when I did my own projects, I have to refer back to the tutorial code for reference as well. So by looking back at it, I was able to complete it. So to summarize, you have to do multiple tutorials on the same concept, and then at some point when you start anticipating what's going on, you have to make the leap to build your own project with that code. And you want to do it at a smaller scale, not at the same scale as the tutorial usually, but at a smaller scale. And then once that clicks, you would have to reference back to your old code, reference back to the old code you did in your tutorial to help you. And then you build upon that, and you can develop your own apps. You can really learn about it by creating your own projects with it. So that's all I wanted to talk to you about that. If you struggle with learning the code, you want additional help, I provide coding coaching where I give you projects to do, give you feedback on your code. I'm working on a fundamental course for programming that like really breaks it down why programming even exists. So I help you at a fundamental level. If you need help building a project, I'm a freelance web developer. Always looking to take on new exciting projects. And so feel free to message me and I can see how I can help. Thank you so much for watching.